The benefit concert, Joey's song, returning to the Sylvia, one-of-a-kind concert. Mike, good to have you back here on the show. Tell me about this concert first off. What is it? What is this concert all about?
So we do it to raise money to fund research and for treatments and cures of rare epilepsies. Okay. My son, it's named after my son Joe, who passed away in 2010 after battling a rare form of epilepsy his entire life. And so we as a family decided there was something we needed to do to help the next family because somebody's getting the same diagnosis today. It's great to know that there's somebody out there fighting for you when you've got that battle. So I took, shall we say, the remnants of a misspent youth in the 80s in Madison, knowing some folks in the music business, namely Butch Vig, who was kicking around Madison back in those days. And we started this effort to put together this concert, and now it's grown into what it is today.
And it's a really big event. I mean, it really has grown. Just talk about the growth of this event every single year.
You know, we started our first one back in 2011, was at a small sports bar in Chicago, just because that was where my wife and I had met, and that's where a lot of our friends were. And it's grown from Pooley's to High Noon to the Orpheum, or the Majestic to the Barrymore, and now we're at the Sylvie for the second year in a row. And we've got Grammy winners and Rock and Roll Hall of Famers and all sorts of folks coming to Madison in January. That's not an easy sell.
I was going to say, you got to use your connections all you can at this time of year to get these guys coming in. If we're looking to go, it's next month, the concert. How do people get tickets?
January 6th. If you go to joeysong.org, there's a big button in the corner that says bid, buy, and donate. It'll give you access to tickets. We've got a web stream if you can't make it, if it's just too cold for people. And then we've got also auction items with guitars from Eddie Vedder and Noel Gallagher and Sheryl Crow and lots of other cool stuff. So if you go to joeysong.org and press that button, you can do whatever you need to do to help us.
Some big names.
Yeah, it's
Mike,
cool.
What do you think Joey would think about this event?
Well, you know, it's really interesting. The Dravet syndrome, which is what Joe had, made him nonverbal, but he was enamored with music. He couldn't speak, but he could sing. So I think Joe would think this is a pretty fitting way to do it because that was, you know, we've told the story. If you were in the living room with Joe and Teletubbies came on, he would grab everybody's finger and he wouldn't be happy until everybody was dancing.
Musically inclined.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So who's going to be there this year?
Well,
we got Butch Vig, right?
We got Butch Vig and we got Dax and Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick. We've got Vicky and Debbie from the Bangles. We've got Dave Perner from Soul Asylum. We've got Chris Collingwood from Fountains of Wayne. For folks that are a little bit older, we got Jody Stevens and John Auer from Big Star. Charlie Behrens will be there helping us out again this year. Kay Handley from Letters to Cleo. Gail Greenwood from Belly, and then tons of local musicians, Jay Moran and Pi Cowan and some of those folks that help us every year as well. So it's a full show.
And real quick, what's it like for you to see all these people come to Madison in honor of your son this
You know, it's stunning because I'm fans of all these. I'm a music dork myself, right? And have followed all of these people and am enthralled. I wish we could do 7 hours because my request list of the band is longer than anybody else's. So it's phenomenal. There are moments, it's surreal sometimes to look out and see Rick Nielsen playing at your benefit or Butch Vig figuring out a drum fill for something. I mean, these are stellar, stellar people.
It's going to be a great event, Mike. I can't thank you enough for coming in and
Tim.
telling us about it.
I appreciate the time.
Absolutely.